Hi, it's Alex from laughingplace.com here today with a video review of The Secret Society of Second-Born Royals coming to Disney Plus on Friday, September 25th. Now, this film was produced by Disney Channel for Disney Plus. It's their first sort of Disney Channel original movie not made for Disney Channel. Still looks like a made-for-TV movie, which so far all of the made-for-Disney Plus movies have looked like theatrical movies. So that instantly kind of visually sets apart Secret Society of Second-Born Royals from everything else you've seen on Disney Plus in terms of original movie content. It has definitely an elevated production budget from your typical Disney Channel film, but it's still not quite theatrical budget quality. And what the film really is it's like taking some of those Hallmark movie princess movies or the Netflix princess movies, take the romance out of it, and merge it with something like X-Men. It is a superhero movie with royals. And so the big star of the film is Payton Elizabeth Lee, who's most famous for playing Andy Mack on Disney Channel, and she plays the main character of Sam. Sam is a princess, but her older sister is going to become queen, and her coronation is coming up in the very near future. So the whole kingdom is buzzing out about that. Sam is very much a rebel, and she actually is for the demolishing of her family's monarchy. She essentially wants the country to go democratic and elect their leaders and not have it bestowed upon them by bloodlines. So it's kind of interesting that she then finds out that she has superpowers and is part of this sort of league of other second-born royals who basically they're the spare child in case the first one died, then they would become the king or queen, but since they are not, they are basically put into this training program. So Sam gets in trouble. She thinks she's going to summer school, and then she finds out it's really this superhero training program, and she gets introduced to 4 other students. So part of the issue that I have with the film is just that Sam herself is kind of a complicated character, and then they try and quickly introduce you to 4 other some of the characters are flat, some of the characters are a little bit complicated, but for the most part, you basically just get time to know Sam and her best friend Mike, and then Mike's out of the picture. Suddenly these 4 other kids are there, and so it's kind of a lot right up front. That first act has so much exposition to get through that it's kind of a chore to watch. And then the second act, which you would expect to be more fun of, training and getting to learn their powers, they just don't have enough fun with it, in my opinion. I wanted it to be more enjoyable to watch, and it was just kind of painful because I kept being reminded of X-Men, and X-Men is such a fantastic film, the original 20th Century Studios one. And so comparing that to this, or even the X-Men First Class, I guess it's probably closer to, because that's more of the younger X-Men sort of, learning how to be part of this team. They don't have enough fun with the content. And then the other issue that I have is the villain. It's an older character with powers, and he is trying to do essentially the same thing Sam wanted at the beginning of the film, which is take down the monarchy so that the people can elect their own leaders. And by the end of the film, she is, for whatever reason, against him without ever really developing a change of heart. They do have this moment with her sister where her sister is kind of like telling Sam that she wants to rule in a better way than has done before. But I didn't get the feeling that Sam flipped her mindset or was converted. It does have one other famous actor in it, which is Skylar, Astin, who plays James, the teacher of all the second-born royals, and he himself was a second-born royal, which is what kind of qualifies him. He's a great actor. He was in Pitch Perfect. He was in Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. He has a lot of fun with the material that he's usually given. But again, I think the material here for Secret Society of Second-Born Royals just didn't allow itself to have a lot of fun. He does try. He's kind of poking fun at the kids a little bit when they're in their training session. It just, none of it comes across as particularly funny because the tone that's been set up is a lot darker. So in terms of Disney Channel producing the film, some of the sets look a little more Disney Channel. Like Sam has this clock tower hangout pad where she goes to moodily play her guitar, And that looks like something out of Disney Channel. Like a location like that just doesn't exist in the real world. The inside of any clock tower doesn't look like that. It almost looks like a villain's lair, if I'm being honest. So you go from that to then these very Marvel clone looking like shield training facilities that the Second Born Royals are using. And so it kind of branches out of the Disney Channel mold a little bit while still being stuck in it in many ways. I guess overall, I just don't understand what they were going for. I think they were trying to elevate the Disney Channel original movie, but honestly, I wish they would have stuck to what they're great at. Most of the Disney Channel movies I enjoy, including the most recent one, Upside Down Magic. And so it was just weird how the quality of the storytelling was so much better in Upside Down Magic. I think I gave that a 3 out of 5, and I give Second Born Royals a 2 out of 5. So it's just a step back. You would think if they were pouring more money into it that they would have made sure that the script was very solid. I feel like they intended for Secret Society of Second Born Royals to become a franchise. I don't want to give any spoilers, but let's, just the way it ends, you expect there to be more adventures with this team. I highly doubt that a lot of people are really going to connect with it. I think this one's going to kind of fall flat on Disney Plus, not get a big following, and this will be the end of it. It'll be the one and only film, which is kind of weird because Disney Channel movies for, the recent times have all been franchise based. Something like Descendants, Zombies, Teen Beach, even Upside Down Magic. I think we're going to get more of those. So, they seem to always want these to be a series of films when they start any of these, not just a one-off. And I feel like Secret Society of Second Born Royals will be a one-off due to lack of interest. I found it hard to sit through all 90 minutes of it, and that's not very long. I don't necessarily recommend it if you're on the fence about seeing it. I'd say watch the trailer. If it looks great to you, give it 30 minutes, and if you're not enjoying it, in my opinion, it just doesn't get better. Thank you so much for watching this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you loved Secret Society of Second Born Royals and disagreed with me, that's totally fine. And we got to interview some of the members of the cast, so head to laughingplace.com this week. You'll be able to see our coverage from the press junket and some one-on-one interviews that we've done. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.